So I was inspired to take a crack at making web series by a little show called Clark and Michael that Michael Cera and Clark Duke had made. And I saw it and I thought, wow, it's amazing that we can be doing stuff like that online. I'm going to give it a try.
Then it was folks like Big Fantastic and Felicia Day with The Guild, and even Yuri Baranovsky and Break a Leg. They kind of took it from kind of the webcam, literally, in iMovie, that sort of lower quality stuff, to, at the time, what looked like a professional TV show or movie.
And there was this lady named Felicia Day making stuff for the web, and I thought, oh, I could do that.
People like Felicia Day who were out there making their own content for a very specific audience, and that really inspired me.
And when we were filming the first episode of Gold, that's when The Guild dropped, and people lost their minds.
Kim Easy. I actually wasn't really into online video. I was not a filmmaker. I was a gamer, an online addict, but I never thought about making something myself until I showed my script to The Guild. She read it and said, you should do this online because that's where the people who like your show are.
Obviously, Felicia Day with The Guild, who did a lot to get everything started. Michael Buckley with What the Buck, which I found absolutely hilarious and I still listen to. Elaine Carroll, Very Mary Kate. If you haven't checked out Very Mary Kate, it is absolutely hilarious. Brad and I quoted jokes back and forth to each other all the time. It's one of the shows that he actually told me to watch to help me get my mind around the idea of making online content.
I think that tends to always happen with a new medium. It's written off and it's not legitimate, it's not the legitimate theater. It's those Nickelodeon films or what have you, and then the Oscars are the king of Hollywood for a while, and then it's all about the Emmys and television. That's where the real important work is, and I think we're extending that concept now again for the 21st century and making entertainment connected.
And I'm kind of old school, so I go back all the way to the mid-2000s. So my influences were shows like The Berg and Break a Leg and Something to Be Desired out of Pittsburgh, or Tiki Bar TV. That show goes back even further, and they're still online. All those shows are still online. You can go and watch them, and you should watch them. It's like watching history in glorious standard definition.
It was Dan Harmon. He had a website called channel101.com, and I started watching all these shows on it, including this series called House of Cosby's, and I thought it was hilarious. And I thought, well, I could do this too, and I don't have to use his website. I could just build my own and have a show. So we started making The Berg, and this thing YouTube came along, so we also uploaded it to there, and the rest is history.
I think Joss Whedon was a huge influence on me to not only continue The Guild but to create a family online. That was kind of why I kept making content online, is because of the community and feeling like I am making content for specific people who really like what I do. And I learned about that kind of community from being on Buffy. I was introduced to so many fans who showed me that content can be more than just passively consumed. It can be actively part of someone's life.
The rule at the time was you can't put anything long form online, only sketches, only things that are a minute or less. And our episodes were 20 minutes and they were viewed more than our shorts. So I think anyone who broke the rules sort of helped inspire us to do the same.